So you did it. You spent a small fortune, you poured countless hours into building your absolute dream AI workstation, and then one day, boom, it just dies. Today, we're going to turn that crisis into a superpower. We're showing you how to go from kernel panic straight to financial power. Oh man, this is the moment every single builder dreads, right? Your screen goes black, your machine is a brick, and the first quote you get from a repair shop is for hundreds of bucks just to look at it. It is so frustrating, and it really feels like you've lost all control. Well, we're here to help you take that control right back. Okay, let's just call this what it is, a high-stakes crash. This isn't just about a computer that won't turn on. This is about your incredibly expensive, high-performance rig suddenly becoming a very, very heavy paperweight. You know that feeling in the pit of your stomach? That dreaded black screen. Maybe a quick flash of some cryptic error messages you can't even read, and then nothing. It's a total roadblock. All your projects are on hold, and the very machine you built to empower your passion is now your single biggest obstacle. But what is actually going on under the hood? To fix this, we have to become detectives. We need to decode what's known in the biz as dependency hell. This is all about shifting our focus from the symptom, the crash, to the true cause behind it all. So first up, let's understand the symptom, a kernel panic. This is basically a critical error where the very core of your operating system, the kernel, it just can't recover. It throws its hands up and pulls the emergency brake on everything because something has gone fundamentally wrong. So, if a kernel panic is the symptom, what's the actual disease? It's something called dependency hell. And honestly, it is just as bad as it sounds. It's when different pieces of software all have conflicting needs. One program needs version A of a file, but another one demands version B. And when they can't coexist, well, it creates this cascade of errors that brings the whole system crashing down. You know, most of the time, this isn't some catastrophic hardware failure. The real culprit is often just software disagreements. And in the AI world, this usually happens when a generic, well-meaning auto update completely breaks that delicate, complex CUDA software environment that your NVIDIA GPU absolutely relies on. The system tries to help, but it ends up wrecking the perfect balance you had. And this compatibility matrix right here shows the problem perfectly. See on the left, you've got your Linux kernel versions, and across the top, all the different NVIDIA drivers. Notice how only very specific combinations get that nice green checkmark? So if an auto update bumps your kernel from, say, version 6.8 to 6.9, your perfectly working driver suddenly becomes totally incompatible. And that's it. That's what triggers the kernel panic. This right here, this is the heart of dependency hell. All right, enough about the problem. Let's talk about the solution. It's time to look at your troubleshooting toolkit. And the good news is, these are instruments of control that you probably already have. Your two best friends in this fight are going to be the terminal and a multimeter. Now, don't be intimidated. The terminal isn't just a scary black box with blinking text. It's your window into the system's soul. It's where you can diagnose these software conflicts. And the multimeter? That's just your way of confirming the absolute basics, making sure your hardware is getting the stable, clean power it needs to run. It's all about precision. With our tools in hand, we can now move to a really clear strategy to get your system back. We call it isolate and conquer. It's a methodical approach that makes this whole complex problem feel totally manageable. Here is your 4-step path back to stability. First, verify your power with that multimeter just to rule out any simple hardware issues. Second, you're going to check the system logs in the terminal. The computer will often tell you exactly which drivers are fighting. Third, and this is the big one, you pin your versions. You find that compatible set of drivers from the matrix and you lock them in place so auto updates can't break them again. And finally, for long-term peace of mind, you containerize. This just means creating isolated software bubbles for your AI projects, so their specific needs can't ever conflict with the rest of your system again. And now for the best part. Let's talk about the financial payoff, because fixing your own machine is all about turning what feels like a huge liability right back into a powerful asset. I mean, just consider the difference. A pro repair shop, they're going to charge you hundreds just to look at the problem, with the potential for fees to run into the thousands. And your precious rig is completely out of your hands. But with the DIY approach, it costs you $0 to diagnose. You have total control of your budget, and you are in complete command of your own hardware. The scale of the savings here is it's huge. We're talking about keeping thousands of dollars right in your pocket, simply by mastering your own machine and solving a problem that you are now totally equipped to handle. You see, This is so much more than just a technical fix. This is a form of economic resilience. It's the knowledge that when something goes wrong, you don't have to depend on someone else's expensive expertise. You have the skills to handle it yourself, keeping your workflow and your bank account secure. And that really brings us to our final thought. You've faced the crash, you've decoded the problem, and you've conquered it. You turned a crisis into a capability. So now that you're back in control, the only real question left is, what will you build?